is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirts, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all the video for this weekend that ended, and we're gonna talk about Josh Jackson, a guy that had a lot of acclaim coming out of college. People knew he was going straight to the NBA because of his motor and his ability to be active, um, especially on the defensive end of the court. And it helped him become one of the most known players in college, to the point where people even thought they could possibly win the whole tournament. Obviously, he came in the NBA very young. He was still a top 5 pick, being picked number 4th by the Phoenix Suns. And they, at that time, they definitely needed a defensive wing, because that was a time where they had a time of need for that position. Now they're kind of overloaded in the small forward position right now, and they have a lot of players competing for that spot. But Josh Jackson is an interesting guy because of his build. He is lanky, he is long, he is athletic. He has all the tools that you need to be successful in the NBA when it comes to physicalness. He has all that, and that's one of the main reasons why they picked him so high, because of his potential. You know, this guy has the sky as the limit because of his athletic and length and mobility. And he is an exciting player to watch. We all knew that he really couldn't shoot. Coming into the NBA, we knew that was going to be something that he was going to continue to work on. But it has really hurted his career a lot so far in the NBA, not really being able to shoot consistently, especially off the ball or even on the ball. He usually try to break down the defense or try to get to the paint a lot, but it's a lot easier when everybody's stronger and bigger and just as athletic as you. It doesn't work like it works in high school. In high school and college, you're stronger and more athletically gifted than a lot of those players in those type of rankings. Even in summer league, he struggled a little bit because now you're matching up against people that's equally physical and have the same type of abilities as you when it comes to the physical side of the basketball court. But his jump shot has really, and we done seen it with a lot of players in the NBA the last 10 years, that if they really don't develop that jump shot, and you know, Josh Jackson hasn't been the defender that you wanted him to be so far. And we seen it with Wiggins. We all thought that he was just going to be this two-way guy just because he had the body and the potential to do it. But a lot of these players never really reached the defensive intensity. They never really reached being an all-NBA defender ever. And Josh Jackson is so far away from that. We expected him to be, well, I would say we, because I didn't really buy into the Josh Jackson hype, but a lot of people expected him and his defense to translate right away, and that has been the furthest thing from the case. He still is active. He does put effort, but it's just bad fundamentals, bad footwork, and just giving up a lot on players blowing past him or just being more stronger to create space or get a first step on him. He's basically done. But I even made a video telling I was a little disappointed in Mikal Bridges, him being a guy that was mostly known for his defense. Also, it's translated a little bit, but it hasn't been all NBA spectacular defense like a lot of people made it out to be. But neither is Josh Jackson. But I think that his ceiling has really been tarnished a lot with the fact that he really doesn't really bring anything great to the table. He's not a great ball handler. He's not a great shooter. He's not a spot-up shooter. He's not a guy that can handle the ball and get to the rim consistently. He can't really shoot free throws either. He's not a great playmaker either. So you just struggle to really see why was he picked so high outside of potential. The more and more I watch Phoenix, I just see how bad they are. But them having the lack of development of the players that they have drafted outside of really Devin Booker the last couple of years, everybody else just look like a bunch of players that may not even be in the NBA 5 years from now. I'm not saying that they won't, because Josh Jackson is not even 25 yet, so they're gonna keep trying to use him, try him out, see what they can get out of him, see if they can change him, see if he can be fixed. And a lot of teams are gonna try him out and try to use him just for that the reason of his abilities that he can have and that he should be able to do. But I'm very disappointed in Josh Jackson, because I was a guy that really wanted to see what he was all about. And to me, he's just an average player right now. He just an average player. He's not even probably a player that should be getting a lot of minutes in general. He's getting 25 minutes with Phoenix, but to me, they're better off just giving those minutes to somebody else on the roster and just, basically using him less, probably about 5 to 15 minutes. You probably don't even want to give him 15 right now. But the Suns are just so bad, they just give out the minutes just because they have to keep people happy and they have to show their talent so they can trade them or get some type of value for him. You can't just draft a guy that high and let him ride the bench and you get nothing out of him like they did with Markelle Fultz, and you basically get an okay deal for a guy that you was high on. But regarding the injuries, this guy still do have a lot of upside. He still has a lot of all-star potential. But, a lot of players, it takes them 3, 4, 5 years to finally fill out their body and fill out the rest of their game. And I'm not saying that he's done. I'm not saying that he's a bust, because the man only played 2 seasons and haven't even completed his second season. I'm just saying, as of right now, Josh Jackson looks like a guy that is average. And that's the thing that blows my mind seeing him play right now. Is like, what is I'm playing him for? What does he really bring to the table? What is I'm really gonna get out of him today? I like his rebounding ability though. His rebounding, he has a lot of potential given the minutes that he can be a very great rebounder for that small forward position. Um, I definitely would advise him to get at least like a go-to move. If you can't get to the paint and get the finish or dunk, you got to have at least one move that you can rely on to get some decent shots off, or even a shot that you can get to. Even if the defense stops you from playing A, you got to have a counter. And I think that that'll help him out a lot, is having counters to when they force him to drive or they force him to take a jumper. Because right now he's just throwing up a bunch of shots. And I told you guys last year when the season was in it, don't look at Josh Jackson numbers and he getting 15, 20 points and thinking he's a great player. Devin Booker went down and he had a chance to take more shots. He still didn't shoot that efficiently. He still didn't really show that much. His number was inflated because he had an opportunity to put up more numbers, not because he was really that great of a player, because he was shooting terrible from the field and three, and he turned the ball over a lot. Plus, he didn't really play that great of defense. So a lot of people look at his numbers and say, "Oh, he ain't that bad," but it's far from the truth if you actually watch his games in Phoenix. So far he played 61 games this season. 24 of those games he has started. He's giving you 41% from the field, 29% from three, 67% from the free throw line, 4.2 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and he's giving you 11 points a game. That's solid. That's okay, but you expect more than that from a fourth pick in the NBA draft. And I really want to see what they're going to do with him, because they have an avalanche of small forwards. Is he going to be a guy that they see long term? And it don't look like that right now because they don't use him as much as they used to. Is he really going to be a long term fit at that small forward position? Is they going to use him as a trade asset to get the player that they do want? Or do they still see him as a guy that can guard and play multiple positions and give them diversity and a lot of versatility, because his ability to play the 2, the 3, and the 4 and guard even ones makes him very valuable if he can ever figure out how to do it consistently and not be so reckless when it comes to playing defense and fouling and not really paying attention to staying in front of your man and keeping the defense and the offense honest. But he hasn't been able to figure that out. But he is young and he hasn't played that much. And when he does play, they play for a team that's so bad that they're growing a lot of bad habits because of that. But we'll see 2 to 3 years from now, is Josh Jackson going to ever improve a lot? And he has everything at his disposal. It's just about understanding, slowing the game down, and getting better reads of the game. And I think countering will help him a lot, whether it's driving and spinning off for a fadeaway jumper, or as a little stop and pop jumper if the guys trying to stop you from going to the rim, so they give you space. Having a little mid-range pull-up jumper will be good. Maybe even just being a better spot-up three-point shooter if they ain't going to guard you um, individually in isolation, at least be able to dominate more with better backdoor cuts and being able to hit spot-up threes and getting out in transition. Um, will help him to get a lot of easy buckets. We can really build his confidence and make him feel like he can play at this level and be a star. But I just think it's about doing the little things. You can't really do much because you don't have the talent to really, shoot or really create off the dribble consistently. And you're not a great three-point shooter. It's just about doing the little things, rebounding, getting out in transition, trying to do simple things like cutting and getting wide open mid-range jumpers and just feeding off your teammates. You got Aiden, you got Booker, you still looking for that point guard, and I think that'll help his game a lot too because they can set him up and get him a lot of easier shots. And once you get some easy baskets, you feel like you belong in the league and you feel like you can really go out there and contribute. I'm not giving up on him. I'm not saying he's a bust. Not saying his career is over. I just want to see more improvement. I haven't really seen Josh Jackson improve that much from last year, and that's not very good considering that they had Marquise Chris, they had Dragon Bender, they had Alex Lynn, and there's litany of young players, and they never really developed or became really anything for multiple years. And it looks like Josh Jackson's first two seasons are basically identical, but you would expect him to improve from the off season coming into this year, having such a bad year, shooting the ball so terribly, can't make a three-point shot still. You would think that he had improved on something, and I still haven't seen enough to really buy into him now. But like I said, at being 22, just turning 22, he still has a lot of potential, and I think it's either he's going to get traded for a piece for that benefits Phoenix, or he's going to eventually have to say, I'm tired of my rookie contract is coming up. I got to really show that I belong in this league and I can really play because being the fourth pick, having a lot of hype, and people even thinking y'all can win it all because he played so well in college, and to becoming the NBA starting all the way at the bottom and not even looking like a 6, 7, or even an 8th man sometimes with this team that's going from the bottom and staying at the bottom, and that's where he has really been at these last two seasons to me in Phoenix. So we'll see what happens if he's part of their long-term picture or they're going to give up on him. But he has a lot of potential and a lot of room for improvement, and I really want to see if he can get the best out of that body. If not, he's going to be a waste of talent. I just told you guys about Ben McLemore. He had the height, he had the athleticism, he had the touch, but never really became nothing more than a 12-point scorer in his whole entire career. And he's getting closer to 30, which means his career is getting closer to over. Some guys never reach that potential. Some guys never get and polish out their strengths. And we done seen that with Bender, Lynn, and Marquise Chris. They had the body, they had the size, they had the touch, and they could never really maximize it still. And now they bouncing around from roster to roster trying to just eat at this point because nobody really wants to invest in them long term and give them a lot of money because they ain't playing that well. But age do help you in the NBA because the younger you are, the more teams don't give up on you that quick. So you still have shots. You just got to take advantage of it. And I want to see if Josh Jackson basically is going to do that before his rookie contract is up. And that will be before he's 26. So he has a lot of time to figure this out and really take advantage of his body. So let me know what you guys think. Check out my website, analysisplayer.com, link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayer.com, link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for liking on Facebook. I also make videos like this, which is discussion. I also do rookie breakdowns, tributes to the legends, NBA breakdowns of particular players. I also do the draft. I also do summer league. I also do season previews. And if you want to be a part of the family, just check out my videos on my channel and watch my playlists. And thanks for watching. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. I have fun. You have fun watching. And this is one of the best things I have done with my life. And I'm glad that you guys enjoy the videos. And let me know what you guys think about Josh Jackson in the comment section below. Buzz, will he make it? Will he fail? Will he just be a guy that's journeyman, kind of like Trevor Ariza? Or will he find a home, by maximizing his talent in his body? we won't know between about 3 years from now. We'll figure it out what he's gonna be. Journeyman, superstar, all star, star. We'll see.